Hello everyone, my name is Ankit Kudan. Today's date is 27 September 2021, and in this video we discuss about the what is constructor. So constructor in a Java. So first we discuss about the definition of a constructor, then discuss about the types of constructor and why we use the constructor. So what is constructor? Constructor is same or it is a block. It's same as a method, but it named same as a class. When we create a class and after that when we write a method same name as a class, then this is the constructor. But constructor has a no return type. For example, if we create a class test and after that if we create a public void test, so this is constructor? No, because void is a return type. So and in a constructor there is no return type available. Why return type is not available in a constructor? Because when we create an object of this class in a main method or another class, so that thing constructor automatically call. So this constructor, when we not create a constructor, this constructor automatically called by JVM. So this constructor called as a default constructor. So why we use a constructor? Now if we not use the constructor, for example in a separate class, if we create a class and create two simple variable, and if I want to create an object in another class, so in another class if I create an object but if I want to pass some values to this variable of another class, so there are three ways to initialize or pass a value to this variable, that is pass by reference or a pass by method or a pass by constructor. So generally we use a constructor for pass value or initialize this object. So constructor is the easiest way to pass some values to a variable or it initialize the object. So there are mainly two types of constructor available in a Java, that is default constructor and another one is a parameterized constructor. So when we create a class or a object of another class, and simply we create a object of this class. When we create a class we use a new keyword, and when we use a new keyword, so at that time we allocate some memory in a heap memory. So when we firstly create a object, so it occupy a memory from heap memory, and that time we pass some specific value to this variable, and after that if I want to pass again value to this variable of another class, so again that time again create a new object. So if I want to pass a value 100 or thousands of times, so every time we need to create an object and then pass a value by this reference variable. So to avoid these disadvantages of value passed by references, we use a constructor. Means in a constructor, that is a parameterized constructor, we pass a specific value to this class. So this is applicable for a whole class. So this is the use of a constructor. So it is also used for initialize the local variable to the instance variable. So means for example if I create a class of specific name, that is class 1, and after that we create a constructor, that is class 1. So in this class 1 if I create some instance variable, and in this constructor if create a variable but this name same as a instance variable, so it is a conflict because there are same name variable in a single class. So by using a constructor we can initialize this local variable into an instance variable. So by using this keyword we can use this variable or initialize the local variable to an instance variable, and the instance variable we can use inside the whole class or outside the method also. So now discuss about the default constructor. So what is default constructor? When we create a object, that time because it has a no return type, so that time constructor is automatically called, and this constructor having a no parameter or will not passes some specific value or a parameter. So this is a default types constructor. So this is the basic use of a constructor, that is initialize the object and instantiation of a variables to a means local variable to a instance variable. So this is all about the constructor. Thank you.